Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Rekha and in previous session I started with operators in Java. I have discussed about arithmetic, unary, assignment and relational operators, and today we will see some implementations of these operators, and if time permits I will discuss about the logical and bitwise as well. So let's begin. Now here in this program I have just taken two variables, assigned 50 and 10 to them, to these variables, and k is taking I plus j here. I'm taking this I plus j, that means I'm adding arithmetic. One of the operation is plus. So we have seen arithmetic operators, plus, minus, multiplication means into, division and this. So here if I add two numbers, simply I get this result 60. Likewise, if I subtract, I get 40. Then if I multiply, so it's so easy. I mean, just like this. And then if I divide, yes, in division here it will show you 5. Suppose I change and make it like 51, and here in the previous number when I took 50 there was no remainder, so remainder, it doesn't show remainder. When I divide I divide j will only give you quotient value. This will give you quotient value. So if I want to get quotient value, so if I want to get remainder, I have to use this modulus, mod. So this is modulus we have to use. For quotient value we have to use division. Okay, I mentioned here. For this I have to use this one. So please do remember. See, if I change, because I have changed now 51, so let's see what it gives you. Yes, it is showing 5 because it only takes quotient value and returns to k. Now suppose I change and I want to get the mod value, so I'll use this. It will return me the remainder. See, I got k equal to 1. So hope you understood that this is different here, quotient and remainder. When I want remainder, I should use percentage symbol here. So this is the operator here. For modulus, it is this remainder. It gives you it returns the remainder value. Now like this we have few more like relational operators. Let's see relational after arithmetic. Let's go with relational. Relational is nothing but less than, greater than, equal to, or less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. So all that we will see. Now suppose I want to check I less than j. Okay, let me move this. Okay. So k, okay, I less than j, then what it gives? Okay, yeah, so that's fine. Control S. Okay, let me put here equal to also. Let me run this. See, it is returning a boolean value. So I less than j, it returns boolean because I is what, it is false. This condition is false here because I is 51 and j is 10. I is less than j, so obviously, but I is not less than, so it is greater. So if I put greater, then it should return true. Yes. Okay, because I have not changed here. 1 second. Yes. So like that you can also give a try. See, it returns true. See, because 51 is greater than 10, so it is returning yes, I is greater than j. Or equal to, is it equal to? Suppose I make it 10. Okay, anyhow it will show you, so let it be 51 only. If it is equal to also, it will be true only, and if it is less than, it will say, because the condition will be checked here and it will return the boolean. So that's the reason it is a boolean operator. So all the relational operators, so even logical operators, we'll see all that. They are also this one. So this like this you can also try with different relational operators. Then what else? Yes, then we will, let's see, 1 second. Okay, now we will see not operator. Okay, and bitwise that bitwise complement also. We'll see complement operator and the not operator. So int k is equal to, suppose this is bitwise complement, so I'll just take bitwise complement of I, and let me print it here. So Control S. Okay, so it is reversing the number, and it is taking after 0 whatever positive numbers are there. That is the reason it is 52. First reversing the sign and taking values from 0 to this one. That is the reason it is counting till there. Now suppose I want not operator. For that actually I need a boolean there. See, suppose I take a boolean b is equal to, suppose, true. Okay, 1 second. Equal to. Okay, now if I say not b, and then what it gives? Okay, I have not saved it. It's showing some error. Boolean to int type. Okay. Because this is also, okay, I have to take it boolean. Now it is correct. So like that it will show you some error if you by mistake, if you have done. See, this taking a boolean value false, because it has converted now, not true, so it is false. So it will reverse the, if it is false then it will say true. So it is not the boolean whatever you give here, it will be reverse of it. So this is about relational operators. Now coming back to some coming to this logical and ternary and okay, let's begin with some basic information here about the number system. Those who are not having computers background, so for them it will be like a little basic information. So please understand this. This is number system where we know about decimal system. Our numbers basic, our number system is from 0 to 9. We have 10 numbers for all the digits. So it is base 10 system, and like that binary will have all zeros and ones. So base 2, because only 2 numbers are there, 2 digits. So octal system, all the numbers in this will be from 0 to 7. So it is base 8. And like that hexadecimal 16, so it is base 16 system. In this we have 0 to 9, and after that A, B, C, D, E, F, all caps, and A after 9 it is A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, like that. So what is a bit? A bit is nothing but a digit in binary number system. It is the smallest unit, and it is a digit in binary system, and it stands for binary digit. Your computer understands binary digit, so it is converting whatever 1, 2, 3 you are giving it. It's ultimately converting it into zeros and ones. So binary format means this one. So you can just see 1 and 2, 3. So how to convert? So I will show you here from binary to decimal and from decimal to binary. Now binary, suppose you have this number, binary zeros and ones. Now every position here, 1, 0, all positions